Have you ever felt like this during your theme park vacation? We've all been here. Theme park vacations can be so fun, but at the same time, absolutely feel like you've been ran over by a truck. Getting to the end of your quote-unquote vacation and feeling worse than before it started, swearing that you'll never plan another trip like this ever again, only to plan another one next year. And if it's not you, it's definitely me. At best, most of you will take multiple years breaks in between these types of trips to make sure that you can, one, recover and hopefully see something new the next time you go. I'm here to tell you that there are ways to avoid all of this and have your dream relaxing theme park vacation year after year. Let's dive in. Tip number one to give yourself a better chance at relaxing on vacation is to go during non-peak seasons, or what most people call the off-season. For most theme parks all across the country, not just for Disney and Universal, there are certain times of the year that are considered their off-season, where more people do not go to the parks because whether it's in school or maybe it's just where people don't have the time to take vacations. Now, it's also difficult for most people to go during these times, but if you plan it right, you're gonna have a wonderful time with a lot less crowds. So you don't have all the stress of trying to beat everybody to these rides and stand in really long lines. The two best times of the years to go for most theme parks: early January all the way through maybe like the middle of March, right before spring break starts to happen for most schools. The second time is actually the middle of August through basically the end of October, sometimes squeezing in very early November. The very middle of August is typically where most schools start to go back in, where less people are taking vacations, and that goes throughout the entirety of most of the months all the way through the end of October. Again, picking back up when school lets out for most holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Tip number two to having the best chance of having a relaxing vacation while at a theme park is what most people don't want to hear, but dish out more cash. Now, I know most people don't want to dish out extra cash just to go on vacation for the same amount of time that maybe they could have taken a cruise or went to somewhere really tropical and relaxed on a beach most of the time. But if you want a theme park vacation and it's something that you enjoy and you still want to have a relaxing time, you might have to dish out some extra cash here and there, or if you have the capability, throughout the entirety of your trip. Now, that's if you're a big roller. Most of us don't, but maybe you could pick one or two things to splurge on to make sure you still have a relaxing time. Number one would be to stay longer for the entirety of your trip. Maybe you're used to going 4 days. Plan for 6 days, plan for 7 days. What this gives you the freedom to do is have more time. Having more time means you don't have to kill yourself to try to get everything done. That means I can spend more time in the parks over multiple days to get things done that maybe I wanted to get done and I didn't get to do the last time. And I know that there was a lot of run on right there, but you get the idea. The more time you have in the park, the more time you get to ride and enjoy the parks without having to kill yourself to run everywhere on a singular day to get maybe the rides that you want done. Number two, stay nicer. Most people pair relaxing with a nicer environment, with more amenities, more things to do, and more time to spend in your hotel. Stay nicer. Maybe if it's only for one night, allow yourself to stay there and enjoy the hotel amenities such as the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian, and even the Polynesian Hotel that are extremely close to your parks that cut down on all times of transportation. Another spot that you can spend more money is lightning lanes. To avoid the lines if you go during busy times and even in your slow times. The rides that are always e-ticket attractions will always have lines. Buy your way to shorter lines. This is if you have the extra cash. Lightning lanes will help you cut down your wait times tremendously throughout all parks, whether it's at Disney or it's at Universal or other parks. They all have a fast pass like system that allow you to skip lines entirely or at least partially to cut down your wait time. And lastly, to dish out more cash, do more experiences. These experiences include things like backstage passes to get to learn more about the parks, skip the line features on tours, and even doing things like extended park hours or parties that most parks offer for an upcharge. Tip number 3 at having the best chance at having a actual relaxing theme park vacation: plan non-park days. Piggybacking off of number 2, when you plan more non-park days, of course, it's going to be more relaxing because you have less things to do and less things to run around to try to get done. Non-park days are essential for any theme park visit. Again, this does not have to be overly expensive. Maybe it's just staying an extra night or 2 if you have the capability. These rest days or non-park days allow you to explore the amenities of the resorts and other resorts that theme parks have to offer. Most resorts have several amenities outside of the pool, activities for loved ones and families to take part in or to cherish over the years that give you the opportunity to realistically relax. Tip number 4, give yourself the chance to actually relax. That means embrace the possibilities of actually not trying to kill yourself to do everything. If you're not looking for the chance to spend more money, embracing the idea of not getting everything done is really key. Knowing that, hey, look, I'm going for a 3 or 4 day stay, knowing that these parks are massive and there's so many things to do and so many people go to see them and it's so hard to get everything done. If I just tell myself and prep myself before the trip that, hey, look, if I don't get everything done, it's okay. The theme parks aren't going anywhere. If I want to come back next year and do the things that I missed, I can. Or if I want to come back again sometime later this year, I can. These attractions will most likely still be there. They rarely ever change. So make sure you tell yourself, hey, if I don't get everything done, guess what? It's okay. There's so much to experience at these parks that every time you have a vacation, it can be like living a new experience every single time. The trip can be completely different from the previous time, and that's okay. Tip 5 to having the best chance at having an actual relaxing vacation: have a date night. If you're an adult and you have a family that you bring to the parks, having a date night is really essential. It gives you the chance to not only break free from the hustle and bustle of the theme parks, but it also gives you the chance to realistically enjoy your time when it's just you and your spouse. My wife and I have a trip coming up at the very end of October. Now, we're lucky that we're going to have somebody else there to help watch our kids, but this is something that we are going to do. We are going to take the time to just be with one another. If you've never been to the theme parks just as adults, it is amazing. It's a great experience and it's totally different than having your kids there. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a wonderful experience when your kids aren't there. It's just completely different. This will be our chance to connect with each one another at the theme parks, which we love to do. The theme parks before we had kids was something that we did all the time. So we want to make sure that we kind of go back to our roots and enjoy each other's time while being on vacation. We all want the best chance at having a relaxing theme park vacation, whether it's to Disney, it's to Universal, or maybe another theme park that's closer to your home. Take the time to breathe in and actually give yourself a chance to relax. If you're interested in more tips just like these, go watch the video on screen that I posted last week to give yourself the best chance to have the most magical vacation that you can possibly have. If there are ideas that you have that give yourself the best chance at having a relaxing vacation that I didn't have in this video, please drop them in the comments below. For those that did enjoy this, please hit the like button, subscribe for next week's video that's coming out probably Saturday or Sunday of next week. Just like usual, just like clockwork. But for now, go out, be you, be great, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.